All right, guys. So, as you see on the screen, we're back at it. We're back here with Meta. I want to trade it for this gap fill. As you all know, I've been trying to fill this little gap here, this tiny little gap here on the daily. I think today is the day. The well, not the downside. The thing that I noticed just like 2 minutes ago was now it's on a downtrend. Now it's pulling back. This is not what I expected. It was looking pretty good up here in this little tight range. If it would have held in the 170 area. Now it's pulling back too much on its time frames. So now I'm kind of hesitant going into it. Should I trade it? Should I not? It still looks good if I open up TradingView. Doesn't look too bad. Let me see. I have too many things there. Okay, so it still looks pretty good for the daily high to break here at 171.59, and then once it breaks that level, then we have 172.60 basically, and then from there we have room all the way up to 175. And now if it breaks through 175, it still has room all the way up to 179, 180. We still have a lot of room up there, but like I had mentioned earlier, it seemed like a double wedge here, like a descending wedge. So here was one here, and then there was another one here, and they both made basically the same move. They both shot all the way up. Problem is we had a huge green streak coming in, so now I'm kind of hesitant. Should I even bother with it at this point? I don't know. Market just open. We'll see what it wants to do here. I want to get in like immediately though. So I will take my entry right here actually. I'm going to immediately enter. I'm going to end up taking a massive position on this one. I already know. This is going to be a huge position for me. Which does make me a little nervous, but see if it pulls back here. Pulling back here. Pulling back a little more. I'm not in yet. Pretty choppy here. It's on a downtrend so far. As long as it holds 169, we should be good. It broke its hourly low, and now it's holding above. So as long as it can hold above its hourly low here and pop all the way back up, we should be solid. If we continue on a downtrend here below 169, then we're kind of screwed. I would have to wait again and a whole nother day. So it's 169. Now we're breaking 169. So unless this thing can really show some strength to the high side and start popping above here, we're hitting its 50 EMA. And now we're pulling down below it. 10-minute looks pretty weak. 10-minute would have to come back to 170. Alright, so what I had on watch was VERU. I do like VERU. Like, I think it has potential. The only reason I don't really want to trade it is because it's on a downtrend. Like, we've been trending lower since it hit its high of 1560 up here. So it's been on a downtrend for a while now. And the other stocks I don't really care about. AREB, like, yeah, they might have potential moves, but they're too low of a price for me to be interested. I don't really care about this one. AREB, let me check out Meta real quick. So Meta recovering. Cool. And get in here on Meta. So we're in there at Meta at 169. And this is going to be my target. I'm going to hold it because my target is going to be the 176 level. As I mentioned pre-market, my target is 176. I want to get in at the right time. I want to get in. Now that's coming back to 170. I have a lot more confidence in this one, especially with a recovery like that, because I do think the daily high will finally break and we'll get that rip that we're looking for through its levels. Wow, wait, hold up. I wasn't filled. It said it took my position. What? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. Oh, that's gonna piss me off. It rejected my order. Why? Bro, you're joking. Alright, no worries. We'll see what we can do. I have no idea why it rejected my order there. It didn't give me any reason for it. That's kind of annoying because I'd be up a pretty significant amount right now. See if I can get in on a pullback here, I guess. That's kind of ridiculous. I was in at 169.80 and now it's all the way at 171. Could have even sold right there for some profit, but yeah, I'm not sure why it rejected my order. That's kind of annoying. I don't want to enter so high either though. I'm kind of pissed. I'm already getting frustrated that I wasn't filled there. That's actually insane. My order was immediately rejected for no reason. I don't know why I was rejected. That really sucks. Here the 1 minute's pulling back again. See if we break this low on the 1 minute. Starting to kind of struggle here. As soon as it breaks into the 80s, it could drop. There was 88 for a second. Okay, there's 60 now. Next 10 minute will open here pretty soon. So right there it shows that the dips are getting bought up. 170.40 right there. Go back to meta and try and place another order, I guess. Jesus, man. That actually, like, for real, that actually pissed me off. I had such an amazing fill there for the breakthrough VWAP, and it's an immediate rejection. That's so annoying. See if it breaks through VWAP. I'll have to wait on it. Man. What a trade that would have been. Pulling back quite a bit here, so maybe I save myself. I can get in for another entry. Maybe it won't break the daily high today. I still have faith in it, if I'm being honest. I still think it will. VERU hit VWAP, pulled back. IINN. This one's just sideways. AREB. This was another one that was on watch, I guess. Rejection. Nothing else has hit the scan since. I mean, we have ANVS. GROV. So GROV actually got halted. ICPT. 10. FFIE. BBBY. BBBY does not look so bad here. Let me open up my Facebook chart here real quick. Meta looks like it's going to be a false break here on the 5-minute. See if we reject below VWAP now. Let's see if we get that break of 170. If we get that break of 170, where are we headed after that? Can it hold? Where does GROV resume? 34 and 50. ANVS hitting the scans as well. VERU, let's make sure we're not missing something here. No, ANVS. This one, almost a double bottom. ICPT. USEA. This one doesn't look so bad either. Why is the daily so zoomed in? Oh, it's just a recent IPO. We could get in here for the next 1 minute, but I don't really like the choppiness of it. It would be the break of 770 and a target of maybe 790. I would like to see it hit 8, but chances are it won't right away at least. Back to meta. Held its lows there. 1 minute MACD still needs to cross though. Unless it just has an immediate rip and a curl. Big rejection there. So quick pop, now big rejection below VWAP. Okay, we'll keep an eye on Facebook, but let's go back to VERU. Just sideways, choppy here. ICPT, GROV. This one should resume in about a minute. FFIE, USEA. False break, hit 770, false break. So the small cap market also looks pretty choppy. Kind of excited for GROV though. This one's light on volume, so it's already going to be breaking one of my rules. I don't know the spreads, so we'll have to be careful on this one for sure. Go back to Meta. Holding slows here. What I'm afraid of is that MACD crossing and rejecting on me if I get in here at the VWAP, because it's such a tight range. Let's go to GROV. Should resume here in about 5 seconds. No resumption yet. There it is. Spreads are pretty big. About 10 cents almost. I do like VERU for break its high. Well, try to get in there at $13.99. Wasn't filled. 500 shares. I would like to see a break over 14 and hold at least. So it broke 14, and can it hold above 14? Can it hold above VWAP really? GROV had open, but spreads on this one are a little bigger. They're tightening up though. VERU. So VERU finally breaking above. Okay, I like this next candle. Oh my god, I try to get in there again. 14.16. Dang. We're gonna see a rejection through VWAP here. Not quite. That sucks. 2 trades back to back. I was too slow on them. That's because I thought I was kind of fast on them. GROV breaking over 6 now. 2 trades I'm missing. 2 different stocks. It's kind of a tough one. Let's go check on GROV before I miss this one. Yeah, look at this. Massive move on GROV as well. Just completely missed it. Go back to VERU. So VERU pulling back a little too much at this point. Finishing really low here. Broke its low. Could have bought that at VWAP. Could wait for the next 5-minute. Could also average into it for the next 10-minute as well. I should have bought that low right there. Honestly, I was debating. It's kind of a bigger pullback at this point. I don't like that type of drop here. Let's see. I'd rather just wait for the next 5-minute to open. I think that's what I'll do on this one. Just wait for the next 5-minute. It might set up there, but wait for the next 5-minute. Meanwhile, I missed a huge move on GROV. So we can get a pullback to 6 on GROV and a possible break of 6, maybe. Let's check on Meta, make sure we're not missing out. Meta's not set up yet, that's okay. GROV. Break another high here. We can get halted a second time. I kind of want to see a pullback on GROV. Wait for VERU. I could have got in there at VERU at the 14.16 level for this trade. I don't want to take it just yet. The next 5 minutes going to open here pretty soon. We're sideways consolidating too much. It should have broken out already. So I'm a little hesitant here. Meta's back to 170. Just gotta keep this one on watch as well. I don't want to miss out. Next 5 and 10 minutes are gonna open here pretty soon. 10 minutes gonna open kind of low. 5 minutes opening kind of high. So I should have a little more faith in this 10 minute, but I don't. There's a break now. I could get in here if I'm being real. I could get in here because it's holding this 169 level still, and I probably should get in here. This is probably my second opportunity. So again, my order was ejected once again. Why is my order continuously getting rejected? I don't understand. Dude, I got in at 169.90. So I can get in here. Okay, so now I'm filled here in such a bad spot. Great. I'm literally at the top there at 170.40. Well, let's see if I'm going to be completely wrong on this one. We'll see. I'm not going to pay attention to it. I still have faith in its daily high. It is recovering here. I do like the 5 and 10 minute. They don't look terrible. As long as it can recover and shoot it back above VWAP, I should be fine. So there's recovering above VWAP. Let's see if it can hold for sure, though. I want to see this climb all the way back to 171. So I'm literally in basically at VWAP here. So let's see what this wants to do. I'm going to keep a close eye on it, though. I don't want this to reject me massively. If we break through 169.50, I should be just stopping out of my position entirely. So GROV pulling back. VERU false break here. Not quite the break we wanted. Let's see if we can get this one more time. So that was a nasty false break there on VERU. It could pop on this one if I'm being honest. But that 1416 level hasn't broken just yet. So there's the breaks. I could have got in there. It hasn't quite broken its last 5 minute high though. Meta pulling back now to 169.50. I might have to just stop out of my position. Now it's actually rejecting. So there's 50. I'm gonna probably stop out here. It's a rejection. Might have to close my position. There's a break of 50. So I'm gonna close my position now. It doesn't make sense to hold right here at this point. Now it's just rejecting massively. Or should I cancel? Should I cancel? Well, I'm trying to find out where to cancel my order here, but I'll give it some time. It broke the 169 level, 169 whatever, and it's most likely on a downtrend at this point because it's not recovering off its 170. But for some reason it wouldn't fill my order anymore, so I'm kind of stuck. I've been having problems with this all day. I don't understand. Rejected 2 times for no apparent reason. Now I don't really know what to do. Trying to get out of my position here, but I'm not quite getting filled here. So I'm not really sure what's going on at this point. Today's just not the day to trade on meta, I guess. I can't get filled anywhere. Both to the long and short side. It's getting kind of annoying. I'm giving this one too much credit, I guess. I'm gonna have to stop out here again, try and see if I can get my order filled. There, we finally got filled, but that's a massive loss I just had to take there. I took a big loss right there because of slippage, I guess. I couldn't get filled anywhere else, so that kind of sucks. But obviously now it's on a downtrend. That's why I said if it rejected VWAP hit 169.50, I mean I'm gonna have to stop out. Like it might recover, and if it does, I'm gonna be extremely pissed. But the way it's looking right now, it looks like it just broke trend, and now it's going on the downside. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a long position at all, but that's why I got in up here at VWAP. I had a little more faith in this one to break its high again, but at this point, I mean, it just showed that it couldn't do it. Once it rejected that level, it just showed it couldn't do it. But like I said, if for whatever reason, if for whatever reason this thing just comes all the way back up to 171 and takes off, I'm gonna be super pissed, and I'm I'm gonna be completely done with this stock. I'm not gonna want to trade this. I shouldn't even be trading it if I'm being real at this point, because I'm already getting frustrated with the couple rejections I've experienced already. Meanwhile, I'm missing trades like this, like VERU, like I had mentioned. If I'm too busy focused on this one trade in my live account, you know, it's just costing me on the small caps account. That's exactly what it's doing. Look at this huge trade I just missed. Maybe I would have taken it, maybe not, but either way, I mean, I missed it regardless. So, kind of annoying. I already missed 2 trades here. GROV, pulling back a little too much. 5 minute doesn't look the best, 10 minute doesn't look the best either. BBBY. BBBY is taking off here. This was a nice entry down here at 512. Anybody got in? USEA. Yikes, that's a nasty rejection on USEA. That was a big move though. Almost $1 a share. VERU. So again, I'm gonna need VERU to pull back here. I think BBBY looks the best probably. Has a tight spread on it, and it just needs to pull back. Let's check on Meta. Meta now rejecting. That's so unfortunate. I was extremely confident in its recovery these past couple days, enough for it to break its high today. Maybe it'll happen later in the afternoon. I don't know. I just feel like, I guess that's the problem, right? I feel like it can do it, so that's definitely not a strategy. But just judging by its recovery these past 2 days and looking at the SPY pre-market, at least the SPY pre-market, geez, looked like it was gonna start climbing today, which it is. I mean, it's doing pretty good, but Meta's just not following its trend. Meta's just sideways. Meta still hasn't broken its 170 level. I mean, 160 level, 169. Jesus, still hasn't broken its 169 level tremendously. So that's why I still had a little faith in it, because it's holding 169. So I was like, well, this can definitely continue higher today, but based off of what it's doing right now, just sideways. I mean, if you look at its pre-market chart here, it's still on its downtrend, and it's not really looking so hot. Had a nice recovery when I could have entered here back at 169.80. That would have been awesome, because I could have just sold at the top here at 171 for a quick scalp, but I wasn't filled. It was rejected. And then back here again, I got rejected. And then over here, oh no, I'm filled at the top though. They'll fill me at the top. That's cool. And then an immediate sell-off when I buy in. So it's kind of like, what the hell, dude? Kind of annoying. But I mean, it is what it is. So it's kind of flagging here, bear flag almost. I'm expecting this one to go on a downtrend today after this point. So VERU pulling back here. I would like to see a bigger pullback. You know, it's below 1450, but I would like to see a little bigger of a pullback, probably at 1430, and then pop back up. Because it's basically going to what it was yesterday, where it was just getting really choppy before we saw that massive rejection. And that's not what I wanted to see. I could get in there at 47 for the break of its last 1 minute high, but I mean, at this point, I'd be buying so high, I'd be buying so extended. It's not worth it, even a scalp here. If it just rips here for whatever reason, it'd be unexpected for me. GROV, let's check on this one again. This one's pulling back below view up now. ANDS. HUSA. This might be a day, my first day in a while, where I have 0 trades. BBBY. This one's finally catching the. I'm gonna catch the back end if I get it on this, I think. CTIC. USEA. So now VERU looks the best here, but at the same time, it doesn't. This is gonna need some more time to consolidate. It's gonna be probably the next 5 minute that shows a potential rip, but it needs to hold these levels. So there's the break. Now the 1 minute MACD starting to cross here. I mean, it'd have to show a big recovery, because now it's just pulling back way too much. Technically a double bottom there on the 1 minute, right at my support line. This would have to show like a huge recovery here, so that way we can see a MACD curl or just sideways consolidation. If this sideways consolidates, it's gonna be even better. So there's 35. I want to get in here at 32, but I gotta ask myself, am I buying the back end of the move, or is this a potential curl? Am I in for a false break? See what this wants to do. If this breaks lower here and continues its downtrend, then that would definitely let me know. If it breaks lower and then recovers and finishes it pretty high, then that wouldn't be so bad. But if it breaks lower and then just continues its downtrend, then we know it's kind of done right now. So there's the break lower. There's a lot of green that went through there. No immediate recovery though. Not like yesterday where it was immediately bought up. There's a lot of green there. No movement. It's 26 now. There's a massive flash down there. It broke its 10-minute low tremendously. Now it's breaking below VWAP. This would have to finish high. Like, I'd want to see it back in the 20s. Not quite. So now we're down below VWAP. So this is kind of gone. It's not easy to borrow. Can't short it or anything. BBY. This one has its second bull flag pattern here. We could get in for the next 5 minute and next 5 minute. That wouldn't be so bad. It would have to hold above 528 though, and then we could see a potential rip through 536. So BBBY doesn't look so bad, but again, there's its second bull flag, and this one's easy to borrow too. So I could have shorted it there. I didn't realize that. So we got one flag here, and now it's its third leg down. Will it flip though? Will it reverse and go long? Will it start curling here? Really high float. About 70 million shares. So let's see, I could get in. It's finishing kind of high. I was debating, I almost pressed the trigger there at 22. Be a little risky getting in this early, maybe. ANVS, see if this one's doing anything. No. GROV. GROV doesn't look bad here either. I like GROV actually. This one looks better. Spreads are a little big. I don't want to see it break its high here. I want to wait for this next 1 minute entry. Gonna pull back a little further though. Spreads are a little big on this one. I'm gonna take. Well, I didn't expect this 1 minute to open like that. Jesus, man. So I'm already getting frustrated here as well. 10-minute high and 5-minute high already broke. Now it's rejecting back down. It's 15. I didn't expect this 1 minute to flash up like that. That's just kind of annoying. And the spreads are really big. I shouldn't be trading this one anyways. I'm not gonna trade it. I'm risking a lot trading that. For a quick scalp, I can't. BBBY, back to this one. I'd say the next 10 minute will probably be the entry. BBBY looks the best. VERU is kind of done, but I don't mind VERU if it can recover. It would have to recover on both the 5 and 10 minute. Mainly this 5 minute. This 5 minute will have to finish around like 1440 or like 1430 for me to still be interested. But the way it's looking right here, it doesn't look like it's capable of doing it. So BBBY is the one to watch. So we're finishing kind of high here on this 5 minute, which is great. I would prefer if this was an inside candle. That would give it a lot more spring to the 540 level. So if this can continue sideways consolidating here and we get that huge pop through 540, that would be insane. Because this kind of went from 512 to 526 just about. So we're not going to see a huge move, but still it's about a 15-cent move regardless. That could definitely put us up on the day. If I got in here earlier, it would have been a nice move for an early entry. Could still get in here. We're still technically in a little early if I get in here. Let's just say 26. See if it breaks this last 1 minute low. If it breaks this low, I'll get in at 520 for an entry. $21. It's 20. Well, if we break 20, it's not gonna look so hot. I might just hold. It's 22. Finishing really low here at 20. It's bottom. There, broke it's low. So broke it's low. If it can't recover here, that's kind of done. It would have to hold above, and I want to see it finish high too. But no, this one's done as well. So that one's gone. VERU's kind of done. GROV. VERU's not done. VERU's not done. It's just it's such a hard one to want to trade. I could get in here again on GROV for the break of its 650 level. It's just the 5 minutes finishing really low. 10-minute doesn't look bad. It's just the 5 minutes finishing really low. I don't really like that. It's not showing a lot of strength up here. Volume's decreasing as well. Let's check on Meta. Meta hit a low of 168 there, now it's kind of recovering. So maybe I just got in so early, like I typically do, that I just got in at the wrong time maybe. Maybe this is the time in which it starts curling up and breaks the daily high. I don't know. I think it's going to be a no trade day today. There's a huge recovery on USEA. And why is this not hitting my scans? I don't understand. That was a massive move here. I can't understand why this is not hitting my scans. Didn't break its 10-minute high, so we could potentially take a trade on it for its 10-minute high break. About a 20-cent spread as well. So I'd have to be really careful on this one. We can get a 2-candle pullback here. But again, after seeing a massive rejection like this, is it worth the trade? Because that could be a whole, whole dollar loss there. Let's see. If we get a 2-candle pullback, I can buy the dip around 8. See if it recovers here. Still a huge spread. Jesus. I'm risking a lot taking this trade. Just taking this trade if I do. Has free range above 9 pretty much. It did break its 10-minute high, I'm lying. Sheesh. This is gonna be a risky one if I take it. Yeah, it would be for the break of 850 and then a rip through this high as well, which is 868. That's what I would get in on, but this has to recover. It has to show it has some strength up here. I'm gonna get in here, 42. Gonna look for the high, the break of 50. It's 50. Nope, selling it there at 51. No, nope. I have to cut it there. That's first red day. I tried to exit there, so really risky trade there. Now it definitely put me down over $100 today. Well, probably like 200 something on just that simple trade there. 500 shares on that. I wanted to see that 51 break. Once it seen it had a little struggle at 50, I tried to sell immediately at 51. And then now it's just, I knew it too. As soon as it rejected that 51 level, I was like, nope. And I looked at the bid, 820 right away. I was like, nope. Definitely out for me. So that's what I get for taking a huge risky trade like that. I had a little more confidence in it based on how it's holding these two levels here. But obviously couldn't do it. So that's probably going to be it for me. I shouldn't have taken that trade. I'm being real. I shouldn't have taken that trade. It's already 10 minutes after I would normally trade. And I guess another reason I wanted to take it because I'd seen the 5-minute MACD. I thought I had a little more potential, but clearly not. It was a false break on me and immediate one too. So got filled at 21, got filled at 42. Definitely a 21-cent loss there. It's not a good one. Wow, and meanwhile, you have an obvious entry stock like GROV right now that I just completely missed. Again, not hitting my scans at all here. It barely, literally as I say that, it hits my scans. That's insane. Kind of frustrating. So this one's a lot easier to trade, I would say. Still a big spread, but nothing like USEA there. USEA should have known about the rejection as well, especially because I called it out over here. It rejected itself twice. Again, I just had a little more confidence on it ripping here based on a 2 candle pullback, but obviously not. This one's just real choppy. Not sure why I traded that one. GROV here. I do like GROV. I could take an entry on this one. I should take a larger share size, but then again, I'd be trying my best to recover on a loss on the other stock, so probably not the best idea that I do that. So that was a good trade through 7 there. This one's gonna be real tricky too, how choppy it is. All the way down to 45. Was at 90 there for a second, all the way down to 45. So 20-cent spread there. I'm risking it again if I take a trade like this. No obvious setup to me yet, besides a 5-minute high break. I want to try and buy the dip if it does break lower. I kind of want to try and buy the dip and see if it'll be worth even trying to buy a dip on it. See if that's going to be something that can work, or if that's something that is working in this market, but it would literally just be a test on it. So let's see if I can try it out. We'll try it out. If I can buy a dip, high red volume on that last candle though. Immediate high red volume and low green volume on this candle like right away, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. I'm gonna get in here. Well, caught some slippage there. Try to get in at 80 and see if we get that break of 7 here. To break a 7, 715, 720 there. I'm gonna keep holding. As long as it holds, it's 717 again. See if we can get the pop back up here to 25. I'm probably asking for too much at this point. Yep. 712. So choppy. 709. Could add it back. As long as it holds above 7, I should be good, but see if we can hold above 7. It's below 7 again. 704. 707. It's just so choppy. Like it's above, then it's below, it's above, it's below. Open kind of high there. We're gonna get another push. $7.10. I'm gonna get rid of it. Got rid of it there at $7.10. So that was about a 20-cent winner there. Could have sold higher, but this one's a tough one. I really wish I got filled at 680 like I was actually hoping I got filled at. I punched it at 680, but I guess I wasn't filled there, so that's kind of unfortunate as well. Wasn't a bad trade. I mean, I could have sold in the 20s there if I was just if I was quicker, but I actually felt that since the halt level was right there, we had a little more potential to the high side, but not quite. So I do like this next 10-minute high break though, so we can get in on this next 10-minute high. So I gotta be real careful though, because this 1-minute MACD could just false break at any time. There's 718 now. Let's see if it rejects. We're seeing too many false breaks up here as well. So if anything, it's gonna be a huge quick scalp trade on this next 5 and 10 minute, just for the break of this high. High is 724. So I could buy the dip on this. See if I can get in at 80. I don't want to see a massive rejection though. That'd be insane. Gotta be careful because this next 1 minute is gonna open here. 10 seconds. I'd rather see it break its low on this candle and then pop back above, but I don't think it's gonna do it. It's 93. Nah, I just finished pretty low there. I want to buy this dip. I want to buy the dip here, but the ask isn't moving. So there's a rejection. Now I'll pop back up. So that was a quick rejection and a nice pop there. So this next 1 minute can definitely make a rip for its 10-minute high. I'm gonna get in at 89. Getting in here at 89, looking for the next 1 minute to make its new high. I wish I got it filled at 85 though. We're in at 89, looking for its last 1 minute to make a new high. It's 92. Can we get the break? Might be a terrible trade. It's not moving past 89. 80 now, 70. Let's see if it breaks its low. It should break its low. It's supposed to, because that MACD is right there. If we can get somehow a quick pop above 92 again. There's a quick pop, 97. Not quite a break. See if we can get it back above 7 here though. This next 1 minute doesn't look so bad for a possible rip through. It's 89 again. Should just get rid of it. This next 1 minute's gonna open. As long as this can finish high, we should be okay, but let's see what it wants to do. Last couple seconds here, I might just have to stop out right away. It's 90. Based on how it finished, I'm selling. And immediately as I sell, it pops up to 95. That's insane. So stopped out on the bid there, hits 95, and we're possibly going to see a break of 7 here. So I might have just made a mistake. Kind of unfortunate. I just got nervous with that MACD coming to a close the way it is right here. I think it's going to be an immediate rejection. So now they just put me even lower. It's 89 by 85. It's 4-cent loss plus a 10-cent commission. There's 7 now. This is the break I was looking for right here. 703, 704, 5 there, 8. This was the break I was looking for. 15 now, 17. Jesus. Sold on the same candle, just a little too early on my position. Sold a little too late. Or sold a little too early, I mean. In too early, sold too early. I panicked out. After I'd seen that drop, I just panicked out. That's unfortunate. I was looking for the 5 and 10 minute high break here. I could get in again, 708, but it's going to be really risky if I even bother getting in at this point. Hasn't broken its high yet. If anything, if I'm getting in here, I'm looking for an immediate false break. That's what I'd be getting in on. I have to sell super quick on this because I'm just expecting an immediate false break. And it's so choppy, it's not even worth it. Honestly, it's not even worth the scalp, I'm being real. Yeah, no, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm contemplating too much, so that's not a bad red day, if I'm being real. This could have put me green right here, for sure. That could have put me green, but I panicked out right here. It's 85, so 4-cent loss. I was looking for the break above, and it went to a high of 717. All I was looking for was a break of 7. Hit 97 here, so that would have been a profitable trade, about 12 cents. I would have taken that, but like I didn't take it. I didn't take it because I didn't think I didn't think it was gonna do it. After it rejected on this count, I was like, nah, I'm risking too much at this point, so sold it for a loss. But immediately as it sold it, about 10 seconds later, it just ripped through. Finally broke through 7, and I mean now I kind of just regret it. But it wasn't a bad sell. I got filled in a good place. Just didn't do what I wanted to do in time, and now it's rejecting. So good thing I didn't go for the quick scalp above its 5 and 10 minute high on this candle here. Maybe it'll do it later. I'm not sure, but no, it's just not looking good. Let's check on Meta. Meta rejecting sideways here still. So I don't know. Good sell here as well. I cut my loss here at 169, I guess 20, because I couldn't get filled at 50 here. So I did say if it did reject, oh, is it back here? I did say if it did reject its level here on VWAP, if it couldn't recover, then I was just gonna have to sell. And like I said, I got rejected twice in this range here. So once back here, and then another time back here. Got rejected twice, and then when I was finally filled, it was at the top of this candle here. So an immediate rejection based on where I got filled. Just it wasn't fun. It kind of sucks. I was expecting it to break its high, but after a massive incline today, that's kind of what I expected as well, for it to reject the way it was. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it, but it was kind of obvious once it started rejecting pre-market that it was gonna be on a downtrend, because it wasn't holding these levels. It was just sideways the whole time, and then it finally started rejecting. So I kind of gave it away. Based on this recovery, I couldn't get filled here though on this entire recovery. I tried to get filled at 169.80 right here at VWAP for this quick scalp above to 171. I most likely would have held, if I'm being honest. I would have sold most likely right here on this candle once I'd seen a massive rejection. So it would have been a small profit day, most likely. But depending on how much I was up, I could have just got rid of it. But again, since it couldn't hold VWAP and now it's just rejecting, it just, that's what it is. So wasn't quick enough on it. We got GROV popping back up again once more. Now it doesn't look bad here now that we've had its pullback. So we have one flag here, or one flag here, a bull flag, and then we get another pullback, another bull flag here. But is it going to continue recovering, or is it going to massively reject? That's what I'm wondering. Regardless though, I'm going to have to wrap it up. We're finishing down our first red day after a 5 or 6 day green streak. But I was able to make a nice recovery on it. So if it wasn't for that stupid trade that I took on USEA here, I think I had the right idea. I was going for the 5 and 10 minute high break. It already broke its high, so that was already one thing I noticed. And it was just risky getting in, especially after a rejection the way it did back here. So it was already really risky getting in. It did break its last 1 minute high. I was expecting it to rip through 64, so I gave it a little more time. But as soon as I'd seen it broke through 50 and it was looking really weak with that break, it was just a 1 cent break, I tried to sell and I wasn't filled, and then immediately rejected, and I had to hit the bid like right away. Hit the bid like as soon as I could, and that was kind of it. USEA just kind of screwed me. But then go to GROV, I missed this obvious trade right here. This is such a clean trade I missed. Even at resumption here, I could have taken an entry anywhere in this range, but I don't like trading resumptions that much anymore. I used to trade it all the time, but once I got burned on it so many times, I decided it's best to wait for a proper pullback and a proper setup. And I could have taken an entry on this candle here for the break of 6. That would have been an awesome trade here, but I didn't take that one either. So on this one, I was looking for the break of 7. Obviously, I didn't get that either. Or I did get it. My bad. I did get it. But I was expecting a bigger recovery. It sold at 710, I guess. So exactly a 20-cent trade here. But then this one, I was expecting another break. Just didn't break out in time, and I sold for a small loss. Then it immediately broke out about to 720, which was kind of the area in which I was looking for. I was just really looking for a break of 7. Anywhere above 7 would have been cool with me, and that should have put me green on the day. But just based on the USEA loss, I mean, that just kind of ruined it. So now we're getting a break above 7 again. But this one again is just so choppy. Today was just a very choppy day. Let's check out VERU. VERU's popping here. Wow. So it didn't hit my scans at all until it hit 1470. Again, I'm not sure what's going on there. My scans are just not picking this shit up, and it's getting kind of annoying. Either way, I mean, massive move here on VERU. I wish I would have seen it. But I'd be catching the back end at this point if I get in. Maybe for the 10-minute high scalp, you could go for it. It's 1480. could go for that for a potential break of 15, but at this point it's had such a massive incline that we have to wait for a proper pullback the way it's pulling back here in a proper setup. So I'm not going to bother getting in on this one. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're way past our time and I got to go to work. So I will see you guys later.